Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I am so happy that you are here. If this is your first time, please do consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing as well. Please also leave a comment down below on this line if you've tried any of the flankers from this line, any of the ones I talk about, or any of the many other ones that they have done. And then also don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, because doing all of those things really does help out small YouTubers. So today we are doing, I am doing my review on the Vie Est Belle collection by Lancome. I have the original and I have 3 of the flankers, so I thought I would talk about them and just kind of give you my thoughts and opinions on them. So we're going to start with the first one that I picked up, and it says L'Eau de Perfume on the bottom, but it doesn't look like, it's not the Intense and it's not the other, it's not an EDT. So I'm pretty sure this is just the original, but I'm a little confused. I am not, like, as much as I love perfume and I talk about it, this is a line that is kind of new to me. It's not one that I really have, like, been following. So I'm assuming that this is the original one, judging by looking at all of the notes and what I can smell from it as well. So this one, I'm trying to remember when I bought this. I bought this several years ago, so I've had it for quite a while. It's not one that I really reach for. I feel like it was a little more mature than what I was ready for when I purchased it, but it was on clearance and it was like a super good deal. I think it was like $40 for the gift set at Sephora and JCPenney's when I got it, because it was super on sale. So the notes of the original La Vie Est Belle are blackcurrant and pear. Middle notes are iris, jasmine, and orange blossom. Base notes are praline, vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. And if you're an expert and you want to say if this is a different perfume, that please let me know. This one is strong. Like, I feel like this is one of the strongest perfumes in my collection. I don't have a lot of super strong perfumes because that's just not what I gravitate towards. I want something that's kind of uplifting and bright and not necessarily, like, this feels kind of heavy. And I think it's just all of that combination of all of those notes. So I do get it has a sweetness to it, which I think is that praline and the vanilla. I don't really get like a distinct vanilla, but I do get a sweetness to it. And I feel like I'm getting a little of the pear. Like, there's a little bit of me that it reminds me of just a titch of the syrupy pear from La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier, but this is miles away from it. This definitely, that patchouli kind of grounds it. Like, it feels not so much dirty, but I think the iris and the patchouli are kind of grounding it. And I think I'm getting a little of the blackcurrant as well, because I do get like a berry type of a scent to it. It's pretty, and it's definitely one that I need to wear more, because it's not one that I necessarily think to reach for. I think it's very nice. I feel like, I know it's like the best-selling perfume, I think, in the world. And the bottles are very pretty. They're very kind of elevated and nice. But this is not my favorite from the line, and not one that I probably, like, I'm going to wear it. This is going to be one that I am going to make a concerted effort to wear more. Not effort, but be more conscious of it, because I fell in love with a couple of the flankers. So the original La Vie Est Belle came out in 2012, and then this one came out in 2017. This is my newest flanker because I picked it up over Black Friday. I was at a luxury beauty store, which is Lancome's discount, like, outlet store. I didn't realize how few of them there were, by the way, but yes, I was lucky enough to go buy one. And I smelled this in store. This was one that they actually had a tester of, that she would, they keep all of their testers behind the counter. So she sprayed a strip for me, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think I really like this one. And I have been really enjoying this one. It smells, there's just something about it that's kind of addicting. there's a sweetness to it. So the notes are mandarin orange, bergamot, and freesia. Middle notes are orange blossom, white flowers, iris, and jasmine sambac. Base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, and patchouli, which is funny because I'm like reading all of those, and I'm like, I don't know. This smells brighter and it is more uplifting. It almost has like a effervescent quality to it, just a little bit. I think it is so pretty. It is one that I have actually, I've had it about a month, so I haven't had it a lot. Had lots of other perfumes to talk about and test and everything. But I have worn this a few times, and every time I wear it, every time I spray it, I'm like, oh, this smells so good. I just really like it. I've been really just enjoying having this in my collection. So I really like this one. If you were not a big fan of La Vie Est Belle because maybe the patchouli was just a little too much, or it just felt too syrupy too much, I think the L'Eclat is a good second choice. And that's what I would work on smelling, because I do get the bright fruit, the citrusiness to it. It smells uplifting and bright and very pretty. I'm getting the jasmine and the orange blossom, like there's some white florals in there, and they're not necessarily like, they're kind of sweeter white florals, but they're not like a tuberose, like bubblegummy type white floral that's like sweet. They're more subtle than that. So yes, this one is very pretty. I like it. If you want something that is lighter, like this is also feels lighter than the original one, but less dark in terms of the berry notes. Like the raspberry is definitely lighter than the blackcurrant. The blackcurrant and pear smell more syrupy. You want something that's more, I feel like this one is more year-round for me anyway. Intensement. Yeah, it's pretty, but like I said, I think I like the L'Eclat better. The last one I have to talk about is the newest flanker, also one of the newer ones to my collection. I got this when Sephora was doing their 20% off for Rouge members, and I picked this up actually on the Kohl's website. No, it wasn't that. They had 30% off this one, I think. It was a one-day deal with this, and I picked it up at Kohl's because I was like, oh, it's like 30% off. I'm going to get that. It's one that I was kind of curious about. I was really having a coconut kick and picking up several coconut fragrances in November. Don't know why I was like suddenly like, I want coconut, and as we're going into the winter, but I get the coconut just a little bit in this. So like I said, this came out in 2021. The top notes are mandarin orange, pink pepper, and bergamot. Middle notes are ylang-ylang, iris, orange blossom, and jasmine, not sambac, jasmine. Base notes are coconut, vanilla, and patchouli. The coconut is kind of there. It gives it, like, there's the sweetness of, like, I get the vanilla and the patchouli in this one, but there's like, it's not really an earthiness, but like there's a dry sweetness to it. Like if you think of shredded coconut, which sounds, I hate shredded coconut. If you put shredded coconut on or anything, I will just not eat it because I hate the texture of coconut. It just, but the smell of coconut, I love coconut milk. I will drink that. I love the smell of coconut. And this kind of smells like the shredded coconut, like it's a dried coconut note to me. It's not a juicy coconut milk, which I was kind of hoping for, but I do really get the patchouli in this and the vanilla in the bottom. And I feel like everything else is kind of a supporting player to those two. Yes, there's a little bit of sweetness from the oranges, and the flowers kind of add to that, but this to me is mostly a vanilla patchouli with a dried coconut to it. I hope that makes sense. So that is it for my La Vie Est Belle collection. I only have 4 of the flankers. I might, like, I don't know. I tried Rose and Roses, I think that's, or the rose one. I wasn't super impressed with that one. I don't know. It just didn't speak to me too much. So probably won't get that one. It will depend on if I come across one again for a good price. 2 of these I found for about $45. The L'Eclat was about $45. And then the other 2, like, they were super discounted as well. Well, this one was, the Cristal was super discounted. Intensement, not so much. It was still a discount though. But yeah, let me know if you think there's another one in the line that I should try out. If there's one that's discontinued, because this has been evolving ever since it came out. It seems like we see stuff from it every year. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the line as a whole. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.